welcome to my world. I'm just in my office today. I wanted to give you a quick intro. We're gonna do a gel polish service and we're gonna do it step by step on one nail. So make sure you do every step on all the nails before you go to the next one. I'll link everything below. Enjoy your stay and subscribe. Okay, so first step in removing and switching out their gel polishes, we're gonna use a smooth top or a safety bit. And I like mine in coarse because I use it on my acrylic as well. If you don't use it on acrylic, you might like medium. But the reason I can use a carbide for this is because I have a good strong gel base under this, so I'm just gonna remove her color. So let's do that first. I run my drill quite fast, and it might be a little bit loud because I dropped it, which is sad, but it'll be okay. So, you can tell when you're getting down to it because it's still gel, like you can almost feel it in your drill. Let me go to the side. And I'm using good pressure, but not like crazy pressure, because there's no need. Gel's soft enough and it drills really easily. So even good pressure, down to her clear. You can see it as you're filing. Pull her skin away good so that we don't hit her skin. Okay. The majority of the color is off. And now I need to go through and prep her cuticles. I'm gonna use this small tapered barrel in diamond. I like it to stick out a little bit from my drill, and it's just a medium. I don't ever go above a medium grit on the natural nail, and I'm actually gonna run this maybe at half power. And I'm gonna go around this edge and use it to push back the cuticle at the same time as prepping the new nail. My pressure is light. And the beauty with this bit is, like, if they have calluses right here, which they get sometimes, she's got a little color left from her last, you can smoothly take them off because it's not that sensitive. It's really gentle. And then I go down the nail just to make sure there's no hills or valleys. I have a really smooth surface that I'm gonna be pulling the gel polish over. And her cuticles are in great shape, so that's helpful. Let's shape this now. These I'm gonna clean off with a little bit of acetone on my brush. And I just kind of twist them as I scrub it so there's no extra product. And then they're gonna go on EPA registered disinfectant for 10 minutes. And then I'm not gonna leave them in there or they rust. So that's where they go right now. When filing, I like to use these files. So with my acrylic, I'll use 100. I never go below 180 on a natural nail, and I consider my gel polish services a natural nail. So, and it says it's washable and sanitizable, but that doesn't mean disinfectable. So I use a new file on every client every time. Throw it away or let them take it home. But I never wash and sanitize. I just let them go. So use the 180. And I'm actually not going to take much length off of her. We like where she's at. We like her shape. But I am gonna clean it up a tiny bit. So I like to sketch it from the top, kind of where we're gonna do it. And then I'll go underneath and just make sure it doesn't have any of those catchies. I'll call them furbies. You guys all know what I'm talking about that catch the gel. That's really good, looks really good. Okay, next step. We've got to dehydrate this nail and get the dust off. I'll take my manicure brush and I'll put it in acetone. I choose acetone when I'm working on the natural nail because of how quickly it evaporates. And although, yes, it could melt off your gel, it's not going to in that short amount of time. And then that way you can truly see as it goes chalky here where you're going to prime, which is next. I prefer Young Nails Protein Bond, and I like to do 2 coats. Maybe on my forever clients that never lift, I'll let them have 1 coat, but I like to do 2 because as it settles there, it kind of goes to a tacky layer from shiny, and that's seeping into those little grooves or the texture from removing the shine. And yes, I could just prime her new growth, but I pull it over the whole thing just to make sure we have a good bond. But it goes into the texture there and it almost creates like a double sticky effect and helps really suck down the new product to her nail plate. Next is gonna be my Jealousy One Step. This is my favorite base, and we're gonna use it in a light, I'll show you here, that has a Gradual Cure function. This is my very favorite. It's a combo light, so it's a UV and LED combo. And if it's a 2-minute cure if you're gonna do a UV, or if you're gonna do an LED, it gets really hot. So this helps us not get so hot. So you're gonna take your product, and I like to make sure I have a side angle. I'm gonna get my Jealousy One Step, and I don't just press this into the nail. I float and almost sculpt with it. So see how there's more product on one side, that bead forming? I take that bead and I put it where I'm filling and press it up so the more product goes there. And then I kind of squeegee it in a way, but not hard. It's still floating down the nail. Then I'll go to the side, and if I need a little bit more arch, I'll pull it up and give us our little bit baby more arch. And once it self-levels, which it does really well on its own, it's gonna go into cure on the Gradual Cure function so that it doesn't heat spike. So you can use any gel polish over this base. This one's gonna be Madame Glam, navy blue, we love it. But I've used many brands and it does really well. Okay, I do this little wiggle where I go up as close as I can for the first coat and pull down. I like to be careful with my first coat so that it's not too thick, so we don't have any of the wrinkling or anything like that. You can always do more layers, but it sucks when it wrinkles because then you got to go back. And now this is the debate. I don't cap my ends. Some people do. I'm not as necessarily against it. I just like how it looks when we don't. It doesn't add bulk, and we don't need to with this product. It stays awesome. So we're gonna do a 30-second cure because of that gel. Okay, second coat. I'm gonna go in and wiggle it even closer if I can. Pull it down. And I like to tip the tip of the nail up so that I don't end up wiping it off thinner on the end of the nail, so that I'm really parallel with it. It helps to give it really even coverage. Oh, there's a little bubble. And then we're gonna cure that. So when I'm doing gel polish, I will start with the pointer and move to the pinky and then go to the thumb. The reason being is if you do the pinky first and move along, usually they tip to the side and you will definitely pool. Whereas if you're doing it along here, it goes and sits on your hand as you move along, and then thumb. So that's the order I move in. Pointer to pinky, then thumb, then cure. Okay, so this is my favorite top coat right now. It's the Files by Les No Wipe Top Coat. We'll put some links for all this product below. But I like it for this reason. It's really stain resistant. And again, I'll stay really level with the nail so that it doesn't wipe off the end. And most no wipe top coats have a 2-minute cure. This baby has a 30-second cure. And I haven't noticed a heat spike. So 30-second cure. Okay, so it's totally done and ready for oil. So that's it. It's awesome. Okay, couple tips when you're doing it. While you're working on one hand, the other hand's in the light. And then vice versa, so that you're switching and you're not losing any time. That helps. Okay, there you go. There's your gel polish tutorial, and I'll link below favorite product.